What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here. By the time I think this video goes up, it might be tomorrow, and if that's the case, it's been exactly a month since I did episode 24 of the Recon's piece, and that's because I wanted episode, episode 24 of the Recon's piece, and I haven't done one in a month because I wanted episode 25 to be a live Recon's piece with my man Sticker Trigger, but we were gonna do it on Wednesday, which was yesterday. And I was not able to, he was not able to, so we decided to reschedule for until further notice. But I'm really excited for when we're going to do this live Recon's piece, which will end up probably being episode 26, because I'm pretty sure we're going to do it sometime next week. So this episode 26 with Sticker Trigger is going to be, you know, documenting his journey so far in the One Piece experience and whatnot. And it's going to be really exciting because originally I thought we were just going to do Alabasta, but right now he is halfway through Skypia from last time that I checked, and it's yo man. So maybe by next week might be done with Skypia, maybe heading into the water. So I don't know. We'll see, man. We're gonna have a lot of greatness to talk about, so definitely, if you're interested in that, the next edition of the live Recon's piece, unless this week's chapter is like last week's chapter, then I'll probably end up doing that as a live Recon's piece, or maybe just an afterthought, whatever. But for sure, the next I think the next live edition of the Recon's piece, which I wanted to be episode 25. Will probably now be episode 26, and it'll be with Sticker Trigger documenting his journey so far, you know, talking about some awesome sauce, the great moments, and just asking him how he feels about the journey of One Piece thus far, man. It's something I really wanted to do because Sticker at first, I could tell that he wasn't really feeling One Piece whenever he first got into it, and to see how much he loves it now is precisely why I wanted to do this, because I know that he gave it a shot before, and right now, all this time later, like, he really likes it. And I'm really big on giving series a second chance whenever you're older, or whenever you're like in a different moment, because sometimes maybe you're not right in the head, or a certain series won't hit you the right way the first time. That's happened to me with several series: Tokyo Ghoul, Attack on Titan. You know, like there's certain series that I get into, and at first impression, I'm like, this junk is garbage. And then I come to it months later or years later, and I'm like, yo, I really enjoy this. Maybe you're just not in the right state, or whatever the case may be, man. Whenever it's time for you to get into the awesome sauce, that's when it's time for you to get in the awesome sauce. And I truly do mean, like, I truly do believe in that. And that's why I always say for everyone to give everything that they've ever disliked a second chance. Because you may come around to liking it a second time. Or the second time around. But regardless, y'all, this is episode 25 of the Recon's piece, man. I have a lot of stuff that I want to go over in this particular episode, which is why I decided to say screw it. Let's make the 25th edition of the Recon's piece just one big massive thing of news that I have. The big news! I haven't seen him in so long, man. And we're gonna see him in the anime in, I think... I'm not caught up to the anime, which I cannot wait to catch up to the anime, by the way. That's going to be so awesome sauce. And I need to catch up to the anime before the new opening, which I'll touch upon here in a bit. So, I need to catch back up to the anime, and I believe they just did episode 8, or chapter 886, right? I want to say that's factual. I'm not sure. But I want to say, I think it was 886 that they covered. Which means we're very close to the Sulong transformation, which was 888. But I haven't watched the latest episode, so I'm not sure where exactly they're at. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, man, I really can't wait to catch up to the anime, bro. I really can't wait. And then because the current stuff that's going on in the anime right now is all the amazing comedical nonsense that made that part of Whole Cake my favorite portion of the arc, with Sanji and Pudding, man. The comedic moments and her knocked out every single time Sanji does something beast, and it was awesome. I love their interactions, their relationship as characters with Pudding and Sanji. It was a huge highlight for me of Whole Cake, so I love this part of the arc for that, and of course, in Luffy vs. Katakuri, awesome sauce. So I can't wait to get into the anime for that, and to be listening to the final time of having Hope on as the official opening, you know, on the thing, in which it's one of my favorites. But regardless, before I get into that, I just I want to thank every single one of you for the support here on the past couple of weeks on the channel. I know that it's been on and off, man. Honestly, it's probably been like that longer than a couple of weeks, but I just want to thank y'all so much for the support, man. Just these past couple of weeks by itself, I've been seeing y'all coming on slots, man. And it's been really, really awesome sauce seeing the amount of you that are coming on and supporting the content, especially for the live streams for all of these great and awesome things that we've been talking about. You know, last week with the One Piece Chapter 918 live stream, there was a lot of support on that video. On the Hunter x Hunter, you know, welcoming back Hunter x Hunter, the thank you Gotama, and all those streams, man. Y'all continue to come up into like swimwear, and I couldn't appreciate it more, man. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support the channel. Even though, you know, we're like Togashi out here, man. Sometimes we take long hiatuses from certain things. Like, look at the last edition of the Recon piece was like a month ago, but you know, consistency is definitely something I need to work on. But while we're on that journey to work towards consistency, I want to thank y'all so much for your patience and for your support. You know, I really do appreciate it. So we'll see what happens, man. One thing's for sure is that for the past month in particular, this month has been huge for me in terms of just chapter 908. There's been something about how that chapter has impacted me that continues to grow the longer I have been away from that chapter. Because the day that chapter came out, you know, of course, I was losing my mind, and the week after, and talking about discussions and whatnot, like, I was losing my mind. But I feel like now that we've been away from it for a while, for the past, right now, exactly 10 chapters, tomorrow comes out the 11th chapter since 908. But the farther I get away from 908, the more I come to appreciate that chapter. And the more I think about just what and who Im-sama could be. And I think it is because I am rereading Alabasta, because thanks to, I want to talk to Sticker about certain panels and moments. And I just finished my Alabasta reread last week, or yeah, I think it was last week, and I just finished that, and then I've been rewatching in the anime Alabasta with Super Mecha Frieza and whatnot. So I'm like, I'm in the Alabasta mood, and everything about Alabasta just reminds me back to Reverie. So here I am while I'm reading the manga. I'm looking to every single possible mention, or even like a glimmer, or as a sort of paying this to this could have been Im-sama, because to me, whenever Oda decided to introduce the ancient weapons there in that arc, the poneglyphs there in that arc, and the in the arc after in Jaya to introduce the Gorosei and more of the Chichibukai, the Holy Land, you know, where the reverie was taking place. Like, to me, Oda was already having it in mind about this whole Im-sama thing, man. Like, so I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about every single little thing. It even got to the point to where there was this one panel where Vivi just got dressed up as she's ready to deliver her speech to her people right after their victory and taking Alabasta back from Crocodile. And this is, you know, right before the legendary Nakama scene. It's over there in volume 23 that I have on there on the shelf on top. And there was this one particular scene where she's like shadowed out, so she's looking out towards the window. You have Igaram and Cobra looking at her, and she's like this blacked out figure. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, yo, she looks very, very similar to Im-sama, and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, I'm like, so could it be a princess or a king of sorts with like that sort of the corset, and or you could just add a little bit of a crown to it, and it could, and I'm sitting here in my mind, I'm like, it could be Vivi's mom, it could be like just a whole bunch of things. I even saw this one little small panel of Vivi's mom that had me eerily spooked for some reason. I'm like, yo, this whole Im-sama, instant messenger sama thing is destroying me, bro. And it doesn't help that every single time that I see my cousin, that's all we talk about is the Reverie chapters and what the hat and the Shanks with the Goros and all that stuff. Like, that's all we discuss whenever we're together. So hey man, shout out to Instant Messenger sama, bro. I can't wait to see those episodes in the anime for sure. That's gonna be awesome sauce, just to see how they handle that. But yeah, man, Instant Messenger sama, bro. With the greatness. Like I was saying earlier, man, I can't wait to catch up to the anime. There is gonna be a new opening coming out very, very soon by the guys who sang "I Want to Change the World." I believe it is the same group that did that song for Inuyasha. which Inuyasha, that's my childhood right there, man. I used to wake up every single morning before school and watch me some good old Inuyasha, man. They used to air it around 5 to 5:30, and I would always catch me some Inuyasha and Sailor Moon in the morning before I went to school, man. That's my childhood right there, dog. Anything aired on Cartoon Network and Adult Swim during that time period has like a really, really special place in my heart, because that's what my thing was always on, like at nighttime or in the morning or whenever. I was a big Cartoon Network guy. Like my thing was always on Cartoon Network. So I heard a lot of Inuyasha, I watched a lot of Inuyasha, and I remember that opening, and it has a special place in my heart. And I believe they did one of the endings as well, but that Changed the World opening is iconic to me. So the fact that they're coming in here to do a One Piece opening, and I heard an excerpt of the opening, or like a little example of it. Somebody retweeted on my timeline a couple days ago. It showed whenever the Straw Hats reunited for the first time and returned to Sabaody. And over them, then it proceeded to go over there and show all the band, like the band members, and they were talking to each other. I couldn't really understand it, of course, because I don't speak Japanese and there was no closed captions. And then after that, they actually started playing this song in the background with the visuals of when they were reunited and returned to Sabaody. So I'm listening to this because originally I was very conflicted on us getting a new opening. And the reason for that is because I love Hope so much. Hope, the only opening that I have without question above it is We Are, and I have We Are above every opening in anything. Like I have We Are on like the same level as Smile Bomb and A Cruel Angel's Thesis and like Tank. Like the big four of openings right there, right? Like We Are is anime to me. We Are is this medium to me. Like that is the One Piece anthem. That's the theme, and that's why I love it so much. But that's the only song that I have above Hope. Like Hope is amazing. I love that opening from the bottom of my heart. And I posted that thing on Twitter, and I was seeing y'all's responses to that, and how I remember, I believe it was my man Kaizoku Tufi on Twitter was telling me that, you know, it is about time for a shift in tone in the arc as well, right after this, because this is going to be the opening that's going to take us into you know, End of Wano, Reverie, or I'm sorry, End of Wano. End of Wano's going to be for a couple years. End of Whole Cake, Reverie, and then going into Wano. So whenever I thought about it that way, I said, yo, that does make a lot of sense, where we are going to need an opening that is going to fit the change in tone. Of course, you know, to change the visuals and whatnot, because Hope really does fit that portion of Whole Cake Island. Now we're heading into the climax of Whole Cake Island, so we're going to need a new theme, a new visuals to accompany it, and then of course with Reverie and with Wano. So my predictions for the way this opening's going to go, and without question, I am going to be doing a live reaction to the opening as I always do, man. It's a thing that I've always done on the channel. I believe the first opening I did a live reaction to here on the channel was either was it Hands Up? I think it was either Hands Up or it was it was either Hands Up or Wake Up. One of the two. I don't recall which one. I think it was probably Wake Up, because I do remember back on the old channel, there was, because of the way that I sang "The Shining Running Forever," there was a thing in the comments that was making fun of me. So I think that it was 17, but I'm not sure. Regardless, I do believe that when it comes to this opening, when it comes to opening 21, man, opening 21, which is entitled Superpowers by V6, I believe the band's group is. I think in this opening, we're going to get, of course, the first half dedicated to the normal Straw Hat shenanigans. And the second half, I think we're going to be getting a lot of visuals of course, Whole Cake Island stuff. But I think more so, we're going to see the princesses. I think we're going to get princess visuals. And then you know how in almost every single arc, ever since Dressrosa, towards the end of the openings when they really, really start going in on the spoilers. So, like, at the end of Dressrosa with, like, Hard Knock Days, with Recon in Zoe, and a little bit into the beginning of Whole Cake Island, and then with Hope. It's always towards the end of the opening where they really start going ham on the spoilers, bro. So I think that towards the end of the opening, we're going to be seeing some of the Holy Land. I really do think so. I think we're going to be seeing some stuff up there in Reverie. I'm not saying we're going to see the Revolutionary Army Commanders, but if we do, I would not be surprised. If we see the Revolutionary Commanders, if we see Instant Messenger Sama, even though there's no way, I mean, there's no way you can see Instant Messenger Sama. Like, the only way you can see him is if you see, like, I wonder how they're going to handle it in the anime, though, man. Like, how they're going to handle the blacked out figure, the giant straw hat. Like, that entire sequence in the end of chapter 906 is going to be very fascinating to see how they handle that. But I do expect us to see some stuff from Reverie. Like, without question, we're going to be seeing the princesses. Like, we're going to be seeing Vivi in the opening, and Rebecca, and flipping Shirahoshi. Probably going to go back and see a lot of the characters throughout the series, like Dalton, Kureha, you know, Stelly, and all the characters that we're seeing up in Reverie Garp. So, and then we're going to see the Yonko, no question, chapter 903. Yo, man, they're going to have to do references to chapter 903, bro. Oh, man. That's going to be one of my favorite anime episodes, bro. I mean, that entire stretch is going to be godly, but, like, 903 is going to be so good. See everybody's reactions to it, the narrator talking for Morgan's. Oh, man, seeing Kobe, bro. We're going to see Kobe in the opening, too. I really can't wait. I can't wait to see, you know, and it sucks for me to say it because I don't want anime onlys to get spoiled. You know, that's never my intention. But as a manga reader, you know we're going to get hyped if we see anything from that portion of the story. I don't think they're going to show Snake Man. They might show some stuff from chapter 900. For some reason, I do think they're going to show that. I think they're going to show stuff from the Bad End musical. Because that was such a huge part of the arc right there, that I think we will be getting Vince Smokes in the raid suits. I think we'll be getting the Bad End musical, maybe a little bit more of Luffy and Katakuri throwing hands, and maybe even the scene with Luffy whenever he has like the thing over him and he tells Jinbei the legendary line from chapter 901. I think we might get that. We might even get a little bit towards the Sunshine pointing through from 902. But, so we'll be getting that for the Whole Cake Island visuals. And then for the visuals, just in general, definitely princesses, definitely Kobe, and a couple other things that we're going to see. General stuff, not super spoilers, like I said before. If we see Instant Messenger Sama, I'll be marking out. But I don't think we'll be seeing him in the opening, at least not yet. Because if they do the same thing they did with Hope, where they do different versions, then we're going to see different versions of this for Reverie, another different version of it for Wano, so we'll see what happens there. But I'm looking forward to the opening, man. I really, really am. It's just that it's going to be hard to say goodbye to Hope, because Hope is one of my favorite openings, but I'm looking forward to Superpowers by V6, man. It's done by the people who did the Inuyasha opening, so I got respect for them. I got respect for them, coach. There's going to be an official video on this in probably next week. But I'm going to start in October that One Piece movie marathon thing that is going to be in preparation for the 2019 film, where I'm going to be reviewing a couple of... I'm planning on doing all of the OVAs / special / movies in the entire series, just not back to back to back to back to back. And I want to start doing them soon. And the first two that I'm going to do starting in October, I'm not sure when in October, but the first ones I'm going to do in October... And I'm gonna let y'all know in advance in the video so that y'all can go back and watch it, and watch them, and then by the time the Recon piece comes out, you'll be able to discuss it, talk about it, favorite moments, and that type of stuff. But the first two that I'm doing without question is the OVA from 1998 from Jump Festa. We're gonna do that one first, and then we're doing movie one. Both of these have a special place in my heart. The OVA, movie one more, because movie one is one that introduced Golden Odin, which is arguably my second or third favorite soundtrack in the series, and then you have the first ever animated form of One Piece, and every single time that I go back and I rewatch bits and pieces from this OVA, it gives me like two different feelings. Like, number one, I'm like, yo, this is the very first animated version of One Piece, man. It's filler, but it's still One Piece, bro, and it's a different version. It's like it's like an alternate universe One Piece, and it's always nice to see that, just to get a different take on it. And then on the other hand, it gives me a lot of like it makes me very, very grateful towards Toei and the fact that they were the ones that got One Piece. And I know a lot of you may be saying, like, what in the flying flag is wrong with you for saying that? But just hear me out, yo. Without Toei having done One Piece, we would not have gotten these iconic soundtracks that we got for this series. You know, like, some of these soundtracks to me are the series. Some of these voice actors for me are the series for me, bro. Some of these openings and endings. And if Toei wouldn't have been the one pushing One Piece, then who knows what could have happened to it. You know, who knows what could have been the openings and endings, what could have been the OSTs, who could have been the voice actors. Like, man, I don't even want to imagine my One Piece without the legendary voice actors and the best OST to me in anime. And yeah, man, we'll be going through those two, the OVA and the movie one, sometime in October, and I'll be letting y'all know when exactly we will be doing so. I also can't wait. I believe it's a little bit before my birthday next month. My birthday is next month. They're going to be coming out with a Doflamingo and Sanji Funko Pops. Now listen, man, I don't, like I said, I only have 2 Funko Pops back there, man. That's because it's Luffy and Zoro, bro. But I gotta get Sanji too, man. There's no question. I don't even think about getting Dofi. But I have to complete the Monster Trio, bro. I gotta complete the Monster Trio. I'm gonna put Sanji right there, have the Monster Trio right there, and that might be it for me for Funko Pops, man. That's the Monster Trio, bro. And then, so we'll see what happens there. Next month's gonna be pretty exciting, so I don't know what'll happen between here and then, but my plan in my mind right now is to do those sometime next month. But like I said, I'll make another video letting y'all know in advance when I'm going to be doing those things. Now, One Piece Collection 23 is coming out November 23rd of this year. It's going to have, I believe, from episodes 541 to 563. And the reason why this is important, why I'm mentioning it, is because I've been waiting for Season 10. I've been waiting for any information on Season 10 for quite some time. And I think we might be getting it soon. And the reason why I say this is because Season 9 ended on episode 574. This collection set ends at 563. Which means for the next collection set, it has to go up to the 580s. Because I have to have 20 episodes. So that means that soon, after November 23rd, we will be getting Season 10. And then the end of Season 9 and the beginning of Season 10 will be Collection 24. So that announcement is going to be awesome. I will definitely be on here to cover it when Season 10 gets announced, because that's going to be Punk Hazard, and I'm looking forward to owning that. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of those scenes in the anime. There's a lot of really good Punk Hazard scenes in the anime. Like, the overall as a whole, Punk Hazard in the anime is okay. The manga version is definitely the superior version for me when it comes to Punk Hazard, but there's certain moments that the anime does a really, really good job at for that arc. So I'm looking forward to seeing specific episodes and how they dub it. I'm looking forward to seeing Christopher Sabat's performance as Zoro in certain sequences. So it'll be really nice, man. We'll see what happens there, but I look forward to that Season 10 announcement. I'm telling you, Season 10 announcement is coming soon, and that'll be really, really nice. Let's go ahead and talk about Jump Force, man. Jump Force is going to have a closed beta from the 12th to the 14th. I took that 13th off from work in advance. First of all, because Black Ops 4 comes out that day, but then I found out that Jump Force comes out. And every single year, I always take the day that Call of Duty comes out off work, because I just spend that day with my friends playing Call of Duty. But this year, I said instead of taking that Friday off, which is the 12th, I decided to go with the 13th, so that way I could have that Saturday to either in the morning or at night to play Jump Force with y'all with a closed beta. I really, really hope that I get invited to it. I really hope they send me a code, because I signed up for it, but only a specific amount of people can do it. So if Bandai give me a code, and either the PlayStation or the Xbox version, then if it is online, we're in like somewhere, coach. I'm already planning on streaming it. If they give me the beta on Xbox, I'll be streaming it on Twitch. If they give me the beta on PS4, I'm streaming it on YouTube, because Xbox can only stream to Twitch and Mixer, and PlayStation can stream to everything. So if they give me the beta on PlayStation, and so I know most of you have PlayStation 4s, so if they give me the beta on PlayStation, then we will be in the Lake Swimwear on October 13th, and if it's online, without question, we're going to be and I hope they have a tournament mode. We'll be holding tournaments right here on the YouTube channel. All of us going in the Lake Swim. We're having a lot of fun playing Jump Force, man. You guys already know. If all 20 of the characters they've been out so far are available, which I highly doubt, they probably have like 10 of them. You know the little demos that they've been having at for example, a Tokyo Game Show. They had a demo where it was Luffy well, who was in it? I think it was Luffy, Blackbeard, Frieza, Naruto, Goku, Sasuke, Zoro. I don't think Sanji was playable in that one. I know Hisoka and Gon were. Hisoka and Gon, Ichigo, Aizen, and Rukia. I think all three of them were playable. And I think those were the only ones that I saw playable in the last demo. So let's just say if it's just that, then you already know I'm going to be going ham. And if it's just those characters, I'm going in like somewhere, bro. Luffy, Ichigo, Sanji, or something like that, right? But if I get all 20 of these characters, yo, Luffy, Yusuke, ooh. The King and Yusuke, bro. It's gonna be clean, man. It's gonna be nice. If they give me all 20 of the characters that have been confirmed so far, it's gonna be really hard for me to pick, obviously, who I'm gonna keep using. I might just pick random at certain points in times. But I'm really excited to use all of them. Like, I've been looking at gameplay from the One Piece characters, and the game in Zoro looks like a lot of fun to play as. Luffy, of course, looks like a blast to play as. Sanji as well. Sanji's Hell's Memories looks sick, man. It's just his entire flipping arsenal of attacks is so sick in the game. Sabo's from the screenshots that I've seen looks really awesome, and then this man Blackbeard with the Gura Gura no Mi looks sick. And then, of course, the other characters, Yusuke, Spirit Gun, and Spirit Shotgun looks really fun. Ichigo looks like he's going to be really, really fast and fun to use as well, and I really can't wait to use him. Haven't seen much gameplay for Aizen, just mainly screenshots. Rukia, same thing, mainly screenshots. Same thing for Yugi. Toguro, I haven't seen any gameplay on it at all. For Hisoka and Gon, I've seen quite a bit of gameplay. I haven't seen any gameplay for Kurapika. It's a little bit for Killua. Let me see. When it comes to Naruto and Sasuke, I've seen a pretty good amount of gameplay, especially for Goku and Vegeta and Frieza, because they were part of like that first batch of characters that were coming in whenever the game was first announced. So I've seen a lot of gameplay on the characters that have been announced for a while. But yeah, man, if they give us only a couple characters, you know, we'll be in like somewhere still playing it. But if they give us like all the characters, it'll be dope, you know, to give us a shot to see like who we like and whatnot. But I don't think they'll be giving us all the characters. They're gonna give us half of the roster, but without question, like the main characters from each series, maybe like some main villains. So predicting like Luffy, Zoro, Blackbeard for One Piece, you know, like that's a safe assumption that'll be the characters that you can use in the beta. Luffy, Zoro, Blackbeard. I'm gonna go ahead and go with that. But yeah, man, definitely on that day. And if I get home early enough on that night on October 12th, if they have a beta on at night, then I'll be going like somewhere. But I just hope that I get accepted from Bandai Namco for this beta, and if that is a shoot and it's online, we'll be playing here on the channel some Jump Force. And if it's not online, we're still gonna be playing on the channel some Jump Force greatness. And like I said, if I get accepted on Xbox, Twitch, if I get accepted on PlayStation, YouTube. And that's how we're going to do it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun to see, you know, what characters we can use, and it's going to be a blast. I also saw that 9 characters are going to be coming out as DLC with the Season Pass on the day the game releases, I think it is. So 9 additional characters to the 20 we already have. So we have 20 characters right now. 9 additional characters. I'm buying the Season Pass regardless because it's Jump Force. Like, I would have loved the Season Pass for J-Stars. I would have paid for that too. But I'll be paying for the Season Pass here in Jump Force without question. And as far as the 9 characters goes, I'm not sure if they're 9 characters from the series that we already have here, or if they're 9 characters from different series that they haven't added yet. So, you know, for just off the top of my head for both, off of characters that are already here, or off of series that are already here, so I'm going to give 2 answers. For the 9 characters for series that already, and I'm not saying this is the only DLC, I'm just saying that I think that they said it's 9 characters at launch, like with additional DLC for the Season Pass, and then we'll have more characters down the line. So at launch, if it is only with the series that we have right now in the thing, I'm going to predict for One Piece, I would love Whitebeard. Well, actually, just predictions of who I think that could add as DLC that would make people want to buy it. 2 very, very obvious choices, Whitebeard and Ace. I think Whitebeard and Ace would get people to to invest their money in the season pass. Those are two characters people want to play as. Those two characters I want to play as. And I know that you could probably say, oh, just give Sabo another skin. He could be Ace. Nah, bro. We need Hiken, no Ace in the game. So Whitebeard and Ace for that. Then for Naruto, I'd probably say Madara and Kakashi. I think could work. Personally, I would like Minato in the game, but we'll see what happens there. So those for Bleach, definitely you'd have to have some Espada, man. You gotta have some Espada. You gotta put Ulquiorra or Grimmjow, maybe even like Kenpachi or Byakuya from the Soul Society. I could definitely see one of those working. I think Kenpachi and Ulquiorra could work very, very well because a lot of people really like Ulquiorra, and Kenpachi could. I mean, I've always wanted to do Kenpachi versus Zoro as a dream match, so that would be really, really fun for me. So Kenpachi Ulquiorra or Grimmjow, Byakuya, whatever the case may be when it comes to those. For Dragon Ball, I think Gohan, specifically Teen Gohan, would work, and Perfect Cell. Perfect Cell, that's my favorite Dragon Ball character, so I definitely love some Perfect Cell awesome sauce. But if they want to put super characters in the game, then I'd probably say Goku Black and Jiren probably would be the obvious choices. They're the most popular super characters aside from our main cast. But if they want to add like all Dragon Ball characters, if they want to have one more villain and one more hero, I'd probably say it's safe to say that it'll be Gohan and it's Perfect Cell. So, but we'll see what happens there. And then for Yu-Gi-Oh, Kaiba, no question. Kaiba would have to be added. And then for Yu Yu Hakusho, definitely Hiei and Kurama, unless they want to add Sensui. Then you could have Sensui and Hiei, but I think they're going to have Hiei and Kurama. I really do think so. And it sucks because I would love for my boy Kuwabara to be in the game. But if they don't have the Spirit Sword in the game, then at the very least, let's use the Kurama awesome sauce. Kurama that's my guy in Hakusho. And of course, Hiei with the Dragon of Darkness Flame. So I think that'll be right there. And then with Hunter x Hunter, I remember with Rhyme Style, he was saying that, I mean, not Rhyme Style, was it? No, yeah, it was Rhyme Style, who tweeted out, like, a rose, then a crown, and then a cat, and then a Tengu, and then wings. And the very first thing that came to mind after this was, okay, the rose might be Netero, the king, or the crown is Meruem, and the three royal guards. You have P2, you have Yuppie, and then you have Poof. So I was like, yo, that's mean Meruem and Netero? Or that would be nasty, man. I've always wanted to do a matchup between Netero and Whitebeard. This is a personal thing right there for me, bro. Netero and Whitebeard, that would be monstrous. That would be godly. So yeah, I think that would be right there. And then I think, am I missing any other series? I think those are the only series confirmed from Jump. So those are from the series that are confirmed in the game. Now for series that are not confirmed in the game from the same magazine, I need Gintoki and Takatsugi from Gintama. I need Toriko and Star. Toriko! Manga Toriko, bro? Are you kidding me? Manga Toriko and Starch. Hitman Reborn. I would really love to have Manga Suna and either Byakuran, Zongzis, or Hibari. I love me some Hibari. So one of those would be really nice right there when it comes to Hitman Reborn. Let me see. Oh, JoJo, bro. What am I talking about here, bro? I need my boy Dio, of course. Jotaro, of course. And then if I gotta have any other characters aside from the iconic duo right there, give me my boy Kira, man. I want to play as Killer Queen so bad, bro. Give me Kira. I'd take Josuke. I'd take any of the Joestars, honestly. I mean, Johnny and Jolene are my favorites, but I'd take being able to play as any of the Joestars or any of the villains. But I think if we have to pick any of them, just because we didn't have them in J-Stars, I think because they are the two most iconic characters in the series, give us Jotaro and Dio at the very least. And then later on down the line, give us some more as DLC. I do think Joseph will be in the game because of how popular he is overseas. For us, I think they'll have Joseph in the game, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And of course, we need Kenshiro and Rao from Fist of the North Star. I think it's almost a given they'll be in the game eventually. I remember there was this one stage from them in there that had them in the game, where there was like a Fist of the North Star stage that people spotted in Jump Force. So then for that, I think we're definitely gonna need Kenshin and Shishio. Kenshin was my most used character in J-Stars, so I'd love to have Kenshin back. So Kenshin and Shishio. I'm trying to think of any of the other older series that I watched from Jump that I think could fit in the game, because there's other series like Messenger Z that I would love to have in there as well, but I wouldn't really fit. This big, huge robot in there. But if they have it, that'd be nice. And of course, a whole bunch of other sports series and whatnot. Beelzebub, Medaka Box, you know, a couple. That's still newer generation to me. So, like that's a lot of the popular ones. Assassination Classroom, and they could decide to add those. But I think out of the newer generation of where we're at right now, I think it's almost guaranteed that we're getting My Hero characters. And if we're getting My Hero characters, Bakugoat, Deku, let me see, Bakugoat, Deku, Todoroki, AFO All Might. I think that's a safe 5 when it comes to that series. For Black Clover, which I think will be in the game as well, I think Asta, Yuno, Yami, maybe even and Licht will probably be like a safe 4 to use from that series. And then I'm not sure what else they would want to add in the game from the new generation, man. Like, and then of course they probably have to add, they're gonna have to add like Saint Seiya characters, and there's a lot from the history of Shonen Jump. I'm just trying to think of what could fit in the game, because now with Yugi in the game, you know, as having his monsters act as stands, there's a lot of stuff that can come out of that. So we'll see what happens there, man. We'll see what it's Jump Force, bro. It'll be a lot of fun, and we'll see what happens there. But it'll be a blast. It'll be a blast. I'm looking forward to the game, and I'm looking forward to playing it and see how it plays, and using my beloved characters in the game, man. And then so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, man, you know, I'm really excited for tomorrow's chapter. Tomorrow's chapter is gonna be a lot of fun. I can't hardly wait. I can't hardly wait to read either of them, man. To read the Legendary Awesome Sauce, the best-selling manga in history, and then also to read Hunter x Hunter, man. I'm looking forward to reading both of them. And it's gonna be after that cliffhanger for One Piece, man. I can't wait to see what happens next, man. I've been enjoying Wano so much, and with that last chapter, I think I'm gonna enjoy it even more than I could have ever even imagined. So it's an exciting time. It's an exciting time to be a fan of One Piece, man, and I can't wait to see what happens here in the next chapter. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're only I'm not gonna say we're hours away. I mean, for me, I'm probably gonna read it tomorrow around this time, I mean, anyway. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Yeah, One Piece greatness, man. It comes out tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, but I'll see you all next time. Have an awesome day. This has been Recon's Piece, episode 25. I will see you all next time. Have an awesome day tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome, man. I can't wait for these chapters, man. I will see y'all next time, yeah.